Good morning students. Today we are going to start second part of the chapter deep water. Okay, the story deep water is taken out from Of Man and Mountains, okay, by William O. Douglas. Okay, William O. Douglas has written his autobiography of Man and Mountains, and from there we have taken out this story deep water. Okay, deep water, the basic theme, or in one line if you would like to understand what is it. So this chapter is, this story is, where there is a will there is a way, means jahan chaha wahan ra. If you are determined to do something, then you can do it. Okay, if you have not decided, then you will never do anything. ऐसा होता है. William Douglas had developed an aversion with water, okay, when he was 3 or 4 years old, and second misadventure happened when he was 10 or 11 years old. But in both the cases, what happened to him, that being a child, he did not accept that fear, okay, and that fear, stark terror had seized him. He was not able to defeat that fear. बचपन में वो जो fear था उसका क्या, एक्रोफोबिया, because 2 incidents happened in his life, and with those 2 incidents I see horror was in his mind, and that grabbed his spirit, that grabbed his heart. So he did not overcome that fear. But finally one day he decided no, that he would not live with that fear. एक दिन उसने decide किया कि नहीं, मैं fear के साथ में नहीं रहूंगा. Why? Because all we have to fear is fear itself. Roosevelt said, all we have to fear is fear itself. So he decided that he would not live with the fear, and finally he conquered his fear. So this deep water story will explain us how did he conquer his fear of water. Okay, he did practice, okay, and how did he try, we will see in the story deep water. Okay, we are going to understand now line by line explanation in part 2. Fine. So let us start. About the author I have already discussed in my previous video, but still I would like to continue it. William Douglas, born in 1980, was born in Maine, USA, Minnesota, USA. Okay, after graduating with Bachelor of Arts, with a Bachelor of Arts in English and Economics, he spent 2 years teaching high school in Yakima, a city in Washington, USA. A city in Washington, okay, USA. So Yakima, a city in Washington, USA, he spent 2 years teaching high school in Yakima. However, he got tired of this and decided to pursue a legal career. Okay, he met Franklin D. Roosevelt at Yale, okay, president, and became an advisor and friend to the president. Douglas was a leading advocate of individual rights. He retired in 1975 from Supreme Court, okay, with a term lasting 36 years, and remains the longest serving justice in the history of the court. Very important point. That person, William Douglas, had developed a fear of water. आप देखो, जो person इतना means longest serving period दे रहा है Supreme Court में, okay, he was brilliant, but still he had developed. So fear can be anywhere. Fear आपको भी हो सकता है. But the chapter deep water conveys us the message that there is no fear. There is no identity of fear. All we have to fear is fear itself. Okay, we have to shed the fear with our courage, with a strong determination. आपको fear हो सकता है कि एग्जाम में मार्क्स नहीं आएंगे. How can I solve maths? Some of the students find maths is a very difficult subject, but still they work on that subject. So with courage, with your hard work, with your consistency, with your sheer determination, you can win that fear. Okay. So the following except this story is taken from Of Men and Mountains by William O. Douglas. It reveals how as a young boy, William Douglas nearly drowned in a swimming pool. Okay, nearly drowned and about to die. But somehow he saved over there. And in this essay, he talks about his fear of water and thereafter how he finally overcame it. So it is a journey. It is a journey between fear to कॉन्कर. मीन्स ये आप बेसिकली ले सकते हैं फियर से लेके कॉन्कर की जो जर्नी है वो है हाउ टू विन द फियर. सो इट इज this chapter is also giving us the message that there is no fear, all the fear is in your mind. So and thereafter how he finally overcame it. Okay, so this is Of Man and the Mountain is an autobiography. Okay, autobiography of William O. Douglas. Let us start line by line explanation. It happened, William Douglas was explaining, it happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. When William Douglas was 10 or 11 years old. So second incident happened at the age of 10 or 11 years old. First incident happened at the age of 3 or 4 years old. It happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. I had decided to learn to swim. Why? Because he would like to become a swimmer. और 10 or 11 years old age is what? उस समय में आपका क्या होता है? Fond of something. So he was fond of swimming. उसको swimming का शौक था. But he did not know where to learn swimming. Why? Because there was not any place to learn swimming. There was a pool at the YMCA. What is YMCA? What is YMCA? YMCA. Young Man's Christian Association. Young Man Christian Association. So over there a pool is there, swimming pool is there, and it offered exactly the opportunity for William Douglas. Opportunity to William Douglas. Why? Because William Douglas was not getting where to learn swimming. So there was a pool at the YMCA, Young Man's Christian Association Club. Okay, over there was a pool in Yakima, a city in Washington, USA. They were living at that time in Yakima. That offered exactly the opportunity. Why YMCA pool was taken as an opportunity? Opportunity क्यों है? Because that pool was safe. That pool was safe. That pool was not very deep. इसीलिए वो क्या था? Safe था. The Yakima River was treacherous. Yakima River जो था where most of the people are learning swimming, but that river was treacherous, dangerous. Why? Because nobody can predict when Yakima change into what? Tidal wave. तो किसी को नहीं पता था Yakima के बारे में. And there were many cases of drowning in Yakima. There were many incidents related to drowning in Yakima. That's why विलियम डगलस की मदर उसको स्टॉप करती नॉट टू गो नियर यकीमा रिवर. मदर continually warned against it and kept fresh in my mind. Means daily mother recalled the incident of Yakima incident of drowning in Yakima river, so that William Douglas never tried to go near Yakima. The details of each drowning in the river. But the YMCA pool was safe. The swimming pool at YMCA was safe. How? It was only 2 or 3 feet deep at the shallow end. Means at the start. Do you know swimming pool? How swimming pool look? Swimming pool has like this way, depth and then deep. Okay, means it is not deep in the first part, it is deep, okay, when you go ahead. So same thing is there, that it is 2 or 3 feet deep at the shallow end, and while it was 9 feet deep at the other end, and the drop was gradual. So what is drop? Drop क्या होता है? From one end to the other end, means from shallow to depth. जो depth वाला एरिया था वो कितना deep था? 9 feet. And that drop was also gradual, means it is not there that you will directly go to 9 feet, means it takes a lot of time, or you will go to that side 9 feet intentionally, means you will, if you have what decided to go to that part, then you will go, means the slope was not there, you will not go directly to the 9 feet. I got a pair of water wings, okay, prop to use in swimming, water wings, and went to the pool. William Douglas was excited कि मैं 10 or 11 years old है, वो बहुत खुश है कि आज मैं swimming सीखूंगा. I hated to walk, but when I reached that swimming pool, what happened? I did not want to show my body, show my skinny legs. Okay, so he hated to walk, not into it. उसका बिल्कुल मन नहीं था कि वो स्विमिंग पूल पे वॉक करे, because he did not want to show his skinny legs. But I subdued my pride and did it. But I shed my pride. Okay, I shed my pride. what did he do? उसने क्या किया? विलियम डगलस ने अपनी प्राइड को, सेल्फ रेस्पेक्ट को, he put aside his self respect and wore the swimming costume. But when he had seen the water when he had seen the water, swimming pool, what happened to him, he would like to tell us. But prior to that, वो आपको बता रहा है कि why he was shivering in the swimming pool. वो पहले से ही swimming pool पे जाके थोड़ा सा shiver feel कर रहा है. Why was that? Because from the beginning, however, I had an aversion to the water. Hate, उसकी नफरत है, dislike है. What is aversion बेटा? Dislike. He disliked water. Why dislike water? Why? Because I had an aversion to the water when I was in it. This started when I was 3 or 4 years old. So first incident happened at the age of 3 or 4 years old. Okay. And second incident happened at the age of 10 or 11 years old. But this incident, 3 or 4 years old incident, was just for moment. Okay, कुछ क्षण भर के लिए था, for a few minutes. But this incident grabbed his spirit, grabbed his heart, everything. Okay, ये incident कुछ moment के लिए था, and his father was there. We will see here. अब देखिए आप क्या incident था. From the beginning, however, I had an aversion to the water when I was in it. This started when I was 3 or 4 years old, and father took me to the beach in California. He was enjoying waves. Enjoy कर रहा था वो. Okay. He and I stood together in the surf. I and my father, दोनों वो, William Douglas and his father were enjoying waves. Okay. I hung on to him, yet the waves knocked me down. He was standing near his father, okay, and he held his father tightly, but he held his father tightly, his hands tightly, but still waves knocked him down, waves swept over him. Waves ने उसको, overpowering force of the waves, swept over him, उसके ऊपर से निकल गई, okay, and I was buried in water. He was under the water. क्योंकि पानी was जो पानी था उसके ऊपर से निकल गया, means water was overpowering force of the waves knocked him down, made him down, उसको गिरा दिया, okay, and he was under the water. Okay, buried, why buried word is used? He was under the water. वो बिल्कुल पानी के नीचे था. और क्यों, कौन से पानी की बात हो रही है? कैलिफोर्निया बीच के. My breath was gone. He was not able to take water, breathe. उसको सांस नहीं आ रही. Why? Because he was puzzled and he did not expect it. I was frightened. Why? Because small child, 3 or 4 years old, you can see, you can feel it. छोटा बच्चा, 3 or 4 years old child is there, and he was fighting with water. Okay, have you ever noticed that whenever any child is taking bath, वो नहा रहा होता है, and if we on the shower all of a sudden, then he will react like this way. So in the same way, he was not able to take breath. Okay, he was frightening. Father laughed to make him relax. पापा हंसने लगे उसको relax करने को. But there was a terror in my heart. But he was 3 or 4 years old, and for some moment, and for some minutes, what happened? That terror was in his heart, okay, in his mind, at the overpowering force of waves, because he was still in shock. What had happened to him? कि ये क्या हुआ है? Okay, and father was laughing over there to make the situation comfortable, okay, and to relax him. Then today at 10 or 11 years old, where did he reach? कहाँ पहुँचा है? YMCA pool. And when he had seen water, जैसे उसने पानी को देखा, स्विमिंग पूल को, same old memories revived. He recounted that old experience, the bitter experience. My introduction to the YMCA swimming pool revived unpleasant memories, that old experience, bitter experience of his childhood, and stirred childish fears. He recounted those memories. But in a little while, but after some you can say minutes, I gathered confidence. He recollected his confidence. I paddled with my new water wings, and he tried to copy other boys. Paddled with my water wings, watching the other boys and trying to learn by aping them. I did this 2 or 3 times on different days and was just beginning to feel at ease in the water when the misadventure happened. Yes. So William Douglas reached swimming pool. First of all, he did not want to show his skinny legs, but then he shared his self-respect. He wore swimming costume. And then what happened? He did not, when he had seen the water, the childhood memories stirred back, वापस आती है. He recounted the old experience, the bitter experience, but then he collected his confidence and he paddled with his water wings, okay, watching the other boys. Means aping means, what is aping? Copying. क्या होता है aping? Copying means like other boys, how other boys were paddling अपने पानी में कैसे पैरों को चला रहे थे. He also sat at the edge of the pool, और अपने पैरों को क्या करता? Move करता in the swimming pool to make himself comfortable in the water, okay, and was just beginning to feel at ease in the water. Means he did at different days for 2 or 3 days, and then he felt relaxed and comfortable with the water. And then again, what happened? Misadventure happened. So this misadventure would happen at the age of 10 or 11 years old. First incident happened when he was 3 or 4 years old, and second incident happened when he was 10 or 11 years old. He reached swimming pool. He would like to learn swimming. For 2 or 3 days he just sat at the edge of the pool, but after 2 or 3 days, on 4th day, what happened, we will see in next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.